film that was an even bigger hit on Broadway. Fiddler on the Roof is an absolute commercial success, and thanks in part to the legendary actor Amorcito Topol. The Israeli actor sat down with our culture correspondent Maya Margit for an exclusive two-part interview, and they talked about his unforgettable film and his tumultuous childhood in Israel.
He's a singer, an actor, and a writer.
If I were a rich man,
Amorcito Topol is an award-winning Israeli performer. Born in Tel Aviv in 1935, Topol's charismatic acting has seen him travel all around the world, becoming perhaps the most prominent Israeli actor on the world stage. It was his role as Tevye in Shalom Aleichem's classic tale, Fiddler on the Roof, that would catapult Topol to stardom. Director Norman Jewison adapted the popular Broadway musical to film in 1971. It tells the story of Tevye the milkman and his 5 daughters as they struggle to maintain their Jewish identity in the Ukrainian village of Anatevka. We sat down with Topol to discuss his role in one of the 20th century's most iconic films, as well as his memories of Israel's foundation. And why do you think the movie Fiddler on the Roof is still so iconic? I mean, it tells the story of a very different era, a very different place, but it's still very well known. It's a classic story in many ways.
I saw it played in the Yugoslavia, what was Yugoslavia. I saw it in Turkey. I saw it in Greece. I saw it in Japan when I played it. When I saw it in Turkey, and I sat in the audience, I felt that the Turks who were sitting there, when the scene in the wedding, when they come and break into the wedding and throw the tables over and so, the Turks were sure that these are Greeks. And when I saw it in Greece, I looked at the audience and they were sure that these guys are Turks. This is Shalom Aleichem, that, I mean, he goes so deep that you don't have to be a Jew to appreciate this play.
If I were a rich man,
What about the song If I Were a Rich Man? I mean, it's so iconic now. How did you perform it in such a realistic, kind of very convincing way?
Tevye the Milkman was written, it was written in Yiddish, not in English and not in Hebrew. These are translations. The song in Israel, when we appeared here, it was Rothschild. But as I said, in America, no one knew who was Rothschild, so they turned it to If I Were a Rich Man. Very clever.
I wanted to move to 1948. You were in Israel at the time, right?
I was actually by mistake, by chance. I don't know how. I was there at the gate when Ben-Gurion declared, it was a Friday, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It took about 20 minutes, that declaration. And when he left, I ran home, which was about 800 meters away, and told my father that I just heard Ben-Gurion declaring my father was a member of the Haganah, and he listened to me. He said, "Yeah, really." Went to his hiding place where he had his weapon, put it on, and went to where he was supposed to go.
So people were afraid as soon as the independence was declared?
Yeah, they knew that some people won't like it, and and then it started the War of Independence.
And what did you? Were you here during the war? Did you?
Sure.
How was it? What was it like for you? Were you allowed to go out at all, or did you have to stay at home?
No, we went to school too. There were nights that it was we didn't sleep, and we were shelled or we were shelling.
A few years after this childhood experience, Topol would be performing in a theatrical troupe in the Israeli army. This was the start of his early acting career, and would eventually lead to him becoming an international star.
Traditions, traditions.
Who doesn't love the song, If I Were a Rich Man? Well, tomorrow we'll have part 2 of our exclusive interview with Chaim Topol, where he tells us about his personal experience in the Six-Day War in Israel and which country he refuses to visit and why, and of course, what he's up to today. Well, that's it for Clear Cut. I'll see you next.